Okay, after you get your new people to join your team, the very, very first thing you're going to do is give them a quick start training. And I want to make sure that you can teach what I'm about to teach you. Because this is how I built a 70,000 strong organization and made over $1 million. And if you do not do this, you are cheating them and yourself out of a highly duplicatable process that helps you knit your team together. That right there is your job description. Everybody, when they join a company or join a business, what's the first thing they want to know? What's my job description? Okay? And what we do is we teach them your job description. Now, Randy, are you willing to commit 5 to 10 hours out of your life every week to make $7,000 a week?
Yes, sir.
To learn how. Okay? Now, you can start making it a step at a time, like I showed you. But if you can't commit to 5 to 10 hours a week, this is just going to be a hobby to you. And there's the real key difference between those that make it a hobby and those that want to make a success out of it. Because what you're going to do is enter into Millionaires 101. It's the only class you need to take, and it's better than going to 8 years of college. Okay? I can attest to that. You're going to make a whole lot more money taking this one course. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do for those 5 to 10 hours every week. And so you got to make that commitment for 2 years. Are you willing to make that commitment?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you're going to have 1 year to really learn. You may earn some during that time. That's fine. But if you put that concentrated time and attitude into I am going to learn what it takes, and that's your attitude, then your next year you're going to earn while you're learning, and then you're going to build a solid foundation, and in 3 to 5 years you'll make those $500 a week, $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week. You pick it, because you'll be growing with the company at the same time that it goes through its growth. Now, if you don't show up for class, what does your teacher normally do? Fail you.
That's right.
You are the one giving yourself an F when you don't show up for class. Not somebody else. It's all on you this time. Because it's as entrepreneurial as you get. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go through your quick start training. Okay? That's on your website. And then you're going to start going through your associate training. And in that associate training, there's a video part that tells you how to build your list. But we're going to give you a fast start training. If your sponsor's already earning money, or your sponsor's sponsor, and we can help you get started right away, but you've got to watch that quick start training video first. That's about an hour.
Yes, sir.
You've got to watch that first before you even talk to anybody. You do not talk to anybody until you get trained. Okay? Now, the very first thing you do is, number 2, is you got one of these?
Cell phone?
Everybody got one of these, right? I bet it's got contacts in it, right?
Yes, sir.
It's got names and what in it? Phone numbers, email addresses,
Yes,
right? Okay. Dump it. That means make a dump of your list. Dump it and put it out so you write it out on a list, even if you have to go through every one of them. So I want you to make an initial list of everybody on your phone and their phone number and the email address if you got it.
Okay.
Write it down. Piece of paper. because you're going to share that with your sponsor. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I want you then to actually build on that list. You may know other people, but make an initial list of at least 50 people. Now, you're going to build a list over this period of time of 500, but we teach you how to do that. So don't worry about that first. Your initial list, somewhere between 50 and 100. Okay? That's the second thing you do. You're going to work on your list every day. And for this whole time, you're going to always work on your list 15 minutes to 30 minutes about 3 times a week, where you just sit down, music off, TV's off, you got a piece of paper, you're watching a video on the associate training about list building, and you are starting to add to your list. And as long as you write names and writing people down, you keep building that list. When you stop and you start thinking those wheels and you're just trying to think, stop. That's enough. You worked on list building enough.
Okay.
See, it's not a hard job here. Okay? The second thing, the third thing that you're going to do is you're going to watch the videos on your website, the associate training, the buyer certification training, the 7kmetals.com website, all the videos that's on there, even on updates. You got past conference calls, corporate calls that you can watch. And you can kind of fast forward through some of it, but you can catch the training parts. So you got lots of training that's always available. So you're going to spend at least 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, watching videos on your website. But if you don't do that, who gave themselves an F? Because you can't get the skills, attitudes, and techniques unless you do exactly what I'm telling you. Okay? Now, you're going to also read some self-help books. You'll hear books recommended, get books recommended. I recommend Jim Rome and the Bible. Okay? That's the greatest books to read. And you're going to get all your leadership skills, believe it or not, they're all in the Bible.
Okay.
And all the principles of success are right in the Bible. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you where they're at. Okay? Now, the fourth thing you do is you attend an opportunity or training session once a week, right here, just like we're doing right here.
Okay.
We get together, we support one another. If we have guests, we do an opportunity. If we don't have guests, we're going to do a training. We do support. It's a support group. Everybody needs that support group. What happens if you quit going to Sunday school at your church? Yeah. Same thing, see?
Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
That's right.
So you got to get together. You make that. And if you, for some of these people that's going to watch this video, they're all alone in the city where they got to start their own group, even if it's with their spouse or their best friend. And they start the same thing once a week in their house. Just them two. That's how it grows. One by one it grows. How did we grow up here? Everybody was half as good as you, only one, right? Okay. You got two, but they only got one.
Right.
And that's how this thing grows, piece by piece. But when you put the big pieces all together, it amounts to a lot. Okay? And then what you do, the fifth thing you do is you expose this business. That's the part that's really easy. And the first thing you're going to learn, come on up here again, is the coin script.
Okay.
That I did with you earlier. So I take this silver coin out. Now, do you go to lunch with people, friends, sometimes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the beginning of lunch, you do not say a thing about 7K. You don't talk to them. You don't say a word about it. You just ask some questions during lunch. How much they like their jobs. How much they like their boss.
Okay.
These are bait questions, okay? Because they are going to say what? I hate my boss, I hate my job. Nearly all the people say that, don't they? Okay. Just keep asking them and ask everybody at the table. You know, don't do it all at one time. Don't do an inquiry, but
Little by little.
just little bait questions out every once in a while in between some bites or courses. Okay. Now, the person that hated their job the most or looking for more money or looking for something else, that's your target. Okay? And you're going to get with that person right as you're all leaving. Okay? And you're going to say, can I ask you a couple of crazy questions just for a minute? Just want to see how you and I think.
Okay.
Now, if we think alike or we don't. Real easy thing to do, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You take your silver 1 ounce coin and you place it in their hands and you say, Randy, do you know what that is?
Right.
What is that?
That's
What did you say on me?
A silver dollar.
You told me a silver dollar. And absolutely right.
Okay.
But it's 1 ounce of pure silver in your hand.
Right.
If you had a choice, Randy, would you have just one of them in your hand, a whole handful, shoebox full, closet full, house full, all you could get, or none? What would you rather have if you had a choice?
All I can get.
Yeah, me too. We think alike, brother. Okay. Now, if they say none, take your coin,
Okay.
put it in your hand, don't say another word, say it was good having lunch with you.
Okay.
That's all you do. You see?
That's it.
I'm going to tell you, when you do that, you know what? Most of the time, people are going to say, well, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, but I just gave you, just in case they say that. Most people are going to say what you and I just said, right?
Yes.
All I can get, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I have found a way that we can earn these silver coins. We can get them at cost. Buy them at cost if we want. We can earn a little extra money or a whole bunch of extra money, and we can have some fun in the process.
Right.
Does any of that interest you, Randy?
Yes, sir.
What?
You're having fun, all of it.
All of it. Yeah, me too. Well, look, man, we think alike. I know, look, we got to go. But here, take this card, watch the videos at that link, and tell me what you think. And I'll see you a little later. Give me a call. Bye.
All right.
Gone. That's it. That's all
it.
you do. That takes you a minute. Do that to 5 people a day. Now, if you can't seem to get out of your little embarrassment cocoon, do 2 people a day, 5 days a week. Just do 2. But those who do the coin drop will have lots of people to follow up with and lots of people to follow up with them later. Now, another way you can, that's one way. Coin drop is what I invented, the script, and it worked. Okay. And it teaches a lot of people, and it works all the time. You can do it when you're standing in line at the grocery, when you're standing in line to buy anything. Anytime you're in line and somebody's there and somebody's in front of you, get the person behind you, do the coin drop, man. Okay? So what you're doing is you're going to go through your list of that 50 to 100, and we're going to give you some basic text. You're going to learn them in your Quick Start training, and you're going to learn them in your associate training called Peaking Interest. And it goes like this. Say, Randy, you and our friends. I call you up, and I say, hey, Randy, this is Bob. Man, I have run into something super. I'm so excited about it. I can't stand it. Look, if I send you a link, would you take 14 minutes to watch 4 quick videos and call me back and tell me what you think?
Okay.
Well, you text him the link of your website. It's got the videos on it. You saw it. How long did that take me?
How long?
30 seconds. That's including the time to call them. Okay? That's your job. Your job is just to surface through that list, not explaining anything, not doing anything more than piquing interest, sending them videos, then following back up, and you ask them, what did you like best about the videos you saw? That's it. Now, with your sponsor or your sponsor, we want to give you a quick start. Okay? That's only with your sponsor that's made a check. So if your sponsor hadn't made a check yet, you go up to their sponsor. And with that, what you do is you want to give your family and friends, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, you want to give them first chance to say no. And it's okay. But you want to tell them first. Because you wouldn't want your brother, you got a brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You wouldn't want to go start making $2,000 a week and then tell your brother about it. Would your brother like you very much at that time?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So you want to give your brother, sister, aunts, uncles, you want to give your family first chance to say no. Because all you're going to do is reach out to them, touch, but you're going to do that with your sponsor. You aren't going to do it. You're just going to get your brother, your sister over for a cup of coffee. Now, your sponsor can be there at FaceTime, do whatever, be there in person. Y'all meet at coffee call, pancake house, whatever.
No burger.
But you do not introduce it to them. You do it with your sponsor, and it could be over FaceTime or Skype in addition. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And you want to go through your family and circle of influence real quick. Just with the intro. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But let me tell you something. When you start making money and they start coming to you and say, why didn't you tell me about that? Mm-hmm. You say, remember on ... You said, ain't interested. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, we can get you in. Now. But you would have been up here.
That's right.
Now you can come down here. Okay?
That's right.
Because I need to rank up anyway. Okay? That's how you do this business. And you show them this video until you can train what I just trained you on how to get started.